Well, I'm here. I'm gonna head out and see what we got. A common issue with the Detroits. Fuel filter housings come off of them. As you can see, I removed the end of the bumper before doing it. But we're gonna go ahead and get everything disconnected and get that booger out of there. Well, I got it out of there. These little plastic clips are a pain in the butt. Everything's always heat checked on them, so you gotta be really fragile with them. Once again, I use my spark plug pliers. It seems to work pretty good at pinching those and putting them in place where they need to be. But beside the point, everything's looking good. Now, as you can see, the way these are designed, as you press in on them, they're supposed to spread, but sometimes they just don't do that. So I don't know if you can see that right up in there. As you press in up out here, it's supposed to spread those out. Like I said, sometimes that just doesn't work out right. But we got everything off. And as soon as the new parts show up, we'll go ahead and scavenge the parts we needed off this pump housing to put on the other pump housing, which it's going to be apparent it probably won't come with the solenoids or the switches or even these little plastic doohickeys that are really fragile. So on that notion, we're just waiting for that. And I apologize. If anybody has got a better way of doing these, I'd really appreciate it, because I run into these things more and more, and I'm kind of old school on this stuff, so yeah, my old techniques don't always work the best. Well, this job is completed. I'm just waiting for my favorite part of the job, and that's getting paid. As you guys know, if any of you are a mobile mechanic, how much fun that can be. But on that notion, as you've seen, everything's good. Went through those little plastic clips are a pain in the butt, but we got them, or I shouldn't say I got them all out, got everything out. Completed the job, including tightening up oil filters that were loose on the truck, and resetting the ECM because running out of fuel and all that down the highway created some codes on this truck. So, but we got all that completed in that 3 hours. Now, if I wouldn't have been fighting those little plastic plugs, I could have had that done in probably an hour and a half. But the little plastic plugs are kind of a pain, and with those lines, you want to be really, really careful with them because they're just a hard plastic molded line, and there is not much flex to them. And the last thing you want to do is to break those, because you break those and you might be waiting 2 months and a Sunday just to get that fitting or that line back. And so on that notion, I'll let you guys all go, and I appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching my videos. It gives me something to kind of look forward to. And for one, it also, if you guys pay attention to any of my videos, it will help you out, so you don't have to call me to get you guys up and going, which I don't. I enjoy having the calls. I enjoy the work, but you know, there's sometimes that you might have the capabilities or the mechanical knowledge to do some of these items, and kind of you can look at what you're going to be getting into. Like I said, these Vovos or I shouldn't say Vovos, these Detroits with that style filter housing, we don't need to be getting He-Man on them. That's what happens. A lot of guys over torque those and they break them off. They're just, it's an aluminum piece in there, and it flexes and it bends, and it's not really a very good design. So if anybody is watching this that's tied in with Detroit or got some pull with them, they need to re-engineer that. I would say a steel sleeve that threads in probably be a stronger bet, because with the casted aluminum, it is pretty thin right there, and that's what's happening as the filters flex and warm from hot and cold, and the aluminum's warming from hot and cold, and the different flex ratios. I believe that's what's breaking them, but who knows? I'm not an engineer. So there you guys go. Thank you.